Our beloved 8% Hard AF Seltzer is now live in over 1,200 locations across the United States. We're now available in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, North Carolina, Ohio, and Texas. Go to hardafseltzer.com today, click on the store locator, enter your city or zip, and find the nearest location closest to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com.
Oh, JBs. How do you feel today?
Spry?
Okay, good. Good. Do you feel patriotic?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
Bob, can we play the national anthem here? Would you mind kicking us off with that? It'd be, swell.
Is there any version you prefer? Whitney Houston or...
You know,
How about just the
find
most-
one at random.
Okay. Yeah.
Just
I'll
find one at random and...
Whatever the first one is.
Yeah, just play it for us.
Most recent one, maybe?
Sure.
Sure.
Anywhere.
Great.
Good one.
Okay, not bad.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed by the twilight's last.
Yeah, it's like a different version.
Sure.
Kind of a house, baby.
Yeah.
Broad stripes and bright stars.
Okay.
Through the
Getting it. Getting it.
sky. Or the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
Is he laughing?
And the rocket's red glare.
Whoa,
The
whoa.
bombs
the rocket's red
bursting
glare.
in
Oh,
air
no.
gave proof
She can't hear.
through
She can't hear
the
herself.
night that
I
our
don't think that's it.
flag was
She can't-
still there.
Oh!
Oh.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
Oh. The facial expressions,
For
too.
the land of the
Nope.
free.
Just keep it low. Why do you gotta try to hit that note?
Whisper. Just whisper it. Do like the breathing.
USA. USA. She knows. You could look.
No, do you think she knows?
She looked like she was crying the whole time.
Do you
but
think she knows?
She knows.
I don't know.
Did she say something after? Oh. Yeah,
She-
she's crying, I
she-
think.
You think so?
I think she knows she fucked up.
It's actually crazy how united we all are on like hating this poor gal right now. Like
Yeah.
everywhere. We are really a country united.
So I was in the stadium last night. I took my son, Jax, to see the home run derby. I was in the stadium for this. You might see me in the background there in the first row.
Did it sound better maybe
One of five
there?
people on the row who just didn't catch a ball last night. Whatever, we'll get to that in a second. I started turning to everybody else, and we're immediately, because hands over hearts, hats are off.
You're not
President
really looking.
almost got assassinated on Saturday. It was a big moment.
Sure.
2 days later.
What?
Oh, breaking news.
What?
What?
Oh.
What?
What?
Ingrid Andress has tweeted.
Okay.
What?
What'd
Is
she
this the
say?
singer?
But yes,
Yes.
Ingrid Andress has tweeted saying
What'd she
what
say?
happened.
Okay, what happened?
Okay, what happened?
Oh, God. I'll pull it up real quick.
Excuses.
Hold on.
Jesus, Bob, let's go. Like, we got it here, you know?
Excuses.
You're saving it for yourself. What happened?
Excuses. But
Sorry,
let's hear.
sorry.
Let's hear what it is.
Okay. I'm going to read it here. I'm not going to bullshit, y'all. I was drunk last night.
No.
I'm checking myself into a facility today to get the help I need. That was not me last night. I apologize to MLB, all the fans, and this country I love so much for that rendition. I'll let y'all know how Rehab is. I hear it's super fun. XO Ingrid. Holy shit.
This is the way to go. This
You
was a perfect
think?
This is
response.
live right now?
Yeah. She tweeted this minutes ago, 20 minutes ago.
This is
Oh
how you
my
save your
God.
career. That you're like, God, that wasn't me. I was fucked up. I need to go into rehab.
It's
This is a
the only
perfect
way.
That's the second person who's done that now
the
in the
only
last
way.
6 months in country. Remember the other chick who got on stage?
Well,
super drunk with the Dolly Parton thing?
Right, but I will say Elle King, was visibly very drunk, yelling at people, like that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe the PR team
Wait,
got together.
Rob Schneider's daughter?
Yes. Clearly Rob Schneider's daughter. That's the first thing you think of, right? When you think of Elle
Holy
King, right?
Shit. Yes.
So I wonder if she has the best PR team in the world.
Yes.
Because otherwise, you
Couple
go...
days in a facility.
Right.
Just lay low. It'll blow over.
Because the conversation before was like, I've seen her in concert. Maybe not have seen her in concert, but I loved her album. I thought she could sing. I guess she can't. It's a bust by, right? Like that was everyone's
Wow.
kind of take on it. So the only way that you reverse that is like, that wasn't me.
I'm not gonna lie. I actually like this statement. You never hear somebody say that. I'm not gonna bullshit y'all. I was drunk.
Which, again,
I mean, those are her exact words, by the way.
I just want to say, I told you 2 seconds ago, she knows. You can see it.
Yeah.
Look at that. She fucking knows.
she's not drunk,
She
though.
knows, but she's not drunk, you guys. Like, I'm sorry, but she's not. And good for her. The in-ear monitor wasn't working. She couldn't hear herself. That's how you sound when you can't hear anything that's any notes. So, but listen,
Take it
I
out
think
though. We've been to enough shows and done enough
it's
gigs.
way
You pull it out.
too loud in there, I think.
Well, not for the anthem. Everybody's dead silent. And
Yeah, but you're
out
hearing-
of respect.
But you're hearing
You're hearing yourself.
but not on the right. Like, it's a delay. There's a
It's a
point
delay,
why
correct.
it would be in your ear so that you
Correct.
can, you know.
Yeah. It's usually a 2-second delay from.
The pros pull it out because they
Pros pull it
know
out.
how.
Pros always pull out. Jesse. Okay. Pros always pull out.
I'll just leave that there.
Yeah, that's fine. But because it was so quiet in the stadium, you don't want to say anything because you don't want to be disrespectful. You don't know who's sitting around you and all that other stuff. I looked at the guy next to me, and because my son was to the left, and he was this gentleman was to my right. He was with his 10-year-old. It looked like as well. And I go, "Hey, dude, is this as bad as I think it is?" And he goes, "Oh shit, dude, I was just thinking the same thing." And I go,
Yeah.
"Oh fuck!" And then you started hearing the laughter. So inside the stadium, you started hearing the laughter, and they were shouting out, like trying to help her with certain words. I guess stars is a big thing in Texas when you say the national anthem.
Yeah, I think you
or
just
for the
say
Rangers
that.
or something. But forgive me, I'm not from the state or a fan of that team. But there was certain elements that were even masked by the audience. But we all knew how bad it was, and we could see the players' reaction because the bullpen and all that stuff was right below us, and it was just they were just like, "Yo, dude, this is bad. This is really fucking bad." So, yikes, dude. Great comment though for her to leave.
You
Hey, I'm
think?
going to rehab. It's super fun, y'all. See you. Fuck off.
Cut to, she's not in rehab. She's just going to like Turks and Caicos or something.
Might as well for a month.
And just be
kind of
like,
disappear.
yeah, but you know, the only problem with doing this though is then you can't drink anymore.
I know.
No.
Because if people see you out and you're drinking,
Yeah.
But then you just relapsed, you know?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah,
gotta
sorry, I
keep-
relapsed.
Got to keep that relapse in your back pocket. Now you just got to get a jail-free card again and again. And
Over and over.
oh my
It's
gosh,
the
I'm going
perfect play.
again. I'm going again to rehab.
How many followers does she have? How famous is this person? Because truthfully, I didn't know who it was. So when it was announced, I was like, oh, we're getting Kelly Clarkson tonight. No, we're getting this chick. But when they announced her in the stadium, they said like 4-time Grammy Award winner.
Yeah, so country probably, I imagine. Yeah, 4-time Grammy losing singer-songwriter is what she said in her
Less than a
Instagram
million
bio.
followers.
Even that's funny.
That
yeah,
is
she's only got
funny.
330K.
I like her. She also says recovering homeschooler.
Okay.
I mean, I'm saying people like her.
It's a Hausch baby voice. Yeah, but Uncle Laser has more followers than her.
Yeah.
So it's not like she's that famous, for Christ's sakes.
I think they wanted Lainey Wilson. They couldn't get her. And then they got...
I don't know why. Why couldn't you get Lainey Wilson? Like, everybody's watching that goddamn thing. I don't get
know if they asked her. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Yeah, but why not go for somebody bigger? I mean, you got Michael Buffer, for Christ's sakes, to come out and do the people who were going for the championship, which I've never seen in my life. I was like, what? This rocks?
I know.
You couldn't get a good national anthem singer?
It's not the All-Star game. Just the
Yeah.
It's the hors d'oeuvre.
Well, now they're going to get... Is All-Star before or after?
Jelly Roll? He'll do anything. That guy's doing everything right now. You couldn't get Jelly Roll to pop on out and
That
do
is
it?
true. Jelly Roll's a little bit of a slut.
God, he's everywhere. I mean, he's doing anything.
He's kind of Tiffany Haddishing himself. He better calm down.
Right. Or just drop a banger of an album. It's one of the two, friend.
You could do that, but it has to be in conjunction with all of your appearances.
Yeah, but very odd to hear in real life. And there was a text thread with some friends of mine, and they go, "Hey, dude, was it that bad in the stadium?" And I go, "Yeah, it's worse, but internet was spotty in there." And I go, What's the reaction online? And they were like, she's getting fucking destroyed.
Right.
And I was like, oh, all right. Yeah, it was worse in here. I can tell you that. And then you get that post right there. Holy shit. The good thing is they won't play that for the rest of her life, like Fergie or anybody else, you know?
So many things happen in 48 hours. People forget.
National anthem, though, is a big one. I remember who were the top three? I got Fergie. I got...
of the worst ones?
Yeah.
Oh.
I got Carl.
I don't remember the Fergie national anthem.
For the NBA All-Star game?
You're
forget
joking.
That. I
Oh,
remember
my God.
the
Bob's
Black Eyed
gonna
Peas
have to play it.
halftime performance sucked.
No.
Bob, we actually can't play. We did it on the show a while ago. Actually, the day after it happened, whenever year that was, and they took down the episode. They were like, we own the rights to this. I was like, why? Why do you want the rights to it? Yeah, for Fergie.
Okay, we can't play the audio from somebody's...
Fuck it, play it. Who cares?
Play a tiny...
Yeah.
Just play a tiny bit.
We don't need to.
It's
we
fine,
already
yeah.
played a bad national anthem.
right.
Okay, fair,
All right.
fair. So...
And then the other one was the sprinter, the Olympic sprinter. Carl, God damn it, what's his last name? I'm blanking on it. He won like 10 gold medals.
Carl
He's the
Runner.
most famous of all time.
Carl Runner.
I know, exactly. Carl Sprinter.
Carl Sprinter, yeah.
Yeah.
Carl Lewis.
That's it, Carl
Carl
Lewis.
Lewis.
God damn it. Sorry, Carl.
Roseanne.
But Roseanne was
Hannah
intentional.
Montana, yeah.
Yeah. Hannah
Yeah,
Montana?
What did you expect to happen? Wait, Hannah Montana fucked up one?
I think it was just like the words fucked up. Maybe it was on the
Oh,
show.
yeah, there was somebody who missed the words. Yeah, and they got killed for that. But those kind of live out in your mind, and now you have this. The difference is with Fergie and her, social media exists now. With the other ones, you kind of have to go back and look at them. Mm-hmm. These ones, man, oof. I mean, that's been all day long for this.
Right.
Otherwise, it was a great event. Bucket list thing. Highly recommend it. If you pick the right section like that, there was 45 home runs hitting that area. 6 out of the 18 seats in my row caught balls. One guy caught 2.
Oh, God.
For Christ's sakes, yeah.
And didn't give it to a kid?
He had his own kid there.
Oh, okay.
So
Great
he was
drama.
cool. Great drama. It was awesome. Your guy got boned, Delco. And being there and seeing it, that was the first time I've ever done it. Being there and seeing it, you realize how long you had to wait. So your guy for the Phillies,
Yeah.
I think he probably would have won it all, but he had to wait so long to go again that it was, to me, that was too much
and
of
then
a...
get warmed up again.
Yes, yeah. But he was great, and then it
pick.
came down to the last fucking thing, and it bounced off the wall.
That was my pick, was Bobby Witt.
Was it
Oh,
really?
really?
So, by the way, after the guy from the Rangers went out, Garcia, that was the stadium's entire pick too, and we were all rooting for them.
Hometown boy.
Also, something else they did really, really fucking cool, and this is why I really wanted to get a ball. Each player autographed the balls. So when you caught the home run, it had the player's real autograph on it, and that was
Nice.
dope. So that way you could take it home and have it forever. But everybody has a glove. If it doesn't come directly to you, there's nothing you could do. The last homer of the night, I dove for it. I mean, I was completely on me, just out of desperation for trying to get my kid a ball, but it was, 3 feet to the right? You saw it on TV, but...
Yeah, but it looked like if it bounced, it would have come down to you. Yeah.
But it was the guy in the seat next to me. He dove that way as well, and then I was on top of him. He caught it, so he was the one that got it, and everybody was super cool. I will say this. Take your children to it, though. It was weird. The grown-up men who were there by themselves or in a group. I was like, yeah.
And just like,
yeah, because there were so many kids there that was like, hey, dude, this is probably
I don't know.
for the kids.
You've always wanted to go. So
Always.
if you got a chance to go without kids, you would have gone.
I waited. I waited till we
I'm
had
just saying.
a child that was old enough to go. And
What do you feel
it was
about the
cool.
foul section?
By
I
the foul
always
pole?
thought, yeah.
Yeah,
Or like,
very busy, very active.
yeah. I always thought if I went, I'd want to be by
I was
first base foul. Which way? I don't know.
left field because there was a bunch of right-handed hitters. So I was.
Okay.
We were about 15 feet away from that. I mean, it was right there. So there was balls left and
Just
right.
because those are so high that you can kind of get
Yep.
where you need to get.
Yeah, so you want to go
Just saying.
that second level right there, that club level right there, boom, and then, it was just endless home runs. And you have to keep your head on a swivel. Every time you look to try to watch one, another one's coming towards your face, and you're like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
So it was rad. My God, that was fun. Definitely bucket list item, and it was awesome. And then we were all rooting for homeboy, and it fell, 3 feet short? It hit off the wall, it looked like.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It was. Michael Buffer coming out. That rocked. Super stoked for that. And but there's been so much going on over the last few days. We've skipped over some of our favorite celebrity deaths. Not just us, but the world.
I know.
We lost Dick Simmons.
I know.
We lost Richard Simmons.
I know. What happened?
Oh, I don't know, because it happened the day that of the attempts of the assassination on Trump.
On who?
Yeah. Who was it?
What happened?
That was the second time I've heard that today.
What? That someone was surprised?
On a call earlier. No, and I go, wait, what? And he goes, oh, I'm fucking with you. I was like, okay, cool. But that happened the same day. I think Shannen Doherty was the same day from 90210.
Mm-hmm.
And was it Jacoby Jones, the football
Jacoby
player?
Jones, the NFL player, yep.
Mm-hmm.
As well as
All on the same day.
the man who got your fraternity kicked off campus,
Who?
Evan Wright, the
No.
Rolling Stone reporter who wrote Generation Kill.
Fucking way.
Okay.
God damn, I hate that guy. Sorry.
And who was the girl from the Shine Duvall?
Shelley Duvall.
Shelley Duvall. Okay,
Shelley
Joel.
Duvall.
Shelley Duvall.
Jimmy's still collecting names.
Jimmy Carter is still collecting bodies. What are we at now? 80 days?
We must be at a.
We got to be close. What's our Carter count
We
right
may
now?
be in like a
77
low. Yeah.
days.
We cracked
No
70.
way. He's under 80. Mm-hmm. Holy shit.
Also, sex expert Dr. Ruth.
That's right.
Oh,
Dr. Ruth died too. That's
Yeah.
right.
Oh no.
Yeah. Where do you go in level of importance there?
I think highest in terms of what I'm jerking off to. It was
Right,
first,
right.
Dr. Ruth.
Dr. Ruth number one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
90210 reruns on FX number two. So Shannen.
Shannon.
Mm.
Shannon's a big one. And I will say, think what you will about Shannen Doherty. She signed her divorce papers one day before she died.
One day.
So that cheating fuck couldn't get any of her 90210
Unbelievable.
money.
But do you think she told the doctors, look, juice me up until I get that sig on there, and then boom, I'm out?
Yeah, I don't know. I think he was trying to, he wanted her to die so he could just get it all, right?
Yeah.
Dragging his feet. So she maybe just agreed to his dumb demands because she was dying anyways. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
I think before that it was like, gosh, she beat it a couple times. She was still doing it. So I think that maybe came to a point where she would I would rather just sign it and have whatever dumb thing he's asking for than not have it signed.
Okay. Interesting.
I would think. Yeah.
Yeah. But that was a big one for me. Obviously, loved 90210 as a kid growing up. Big, big fan. Now it's her and Luke Perry in heaven now.
Yeah.
It's the two of them.
The amount of people who were like, finally, Dylan and Brenda having a picnic on the beach in heaven. I was
Yep.
like, these people have families. Like,
They have families,
real life.
real
Like,
wives,
it's
real
children.
husbands.
Like, what are you talking? Shut up.
Also, they probably didn't like each other that much from everything I've heard about Shannen Doherty. So it was I really thought all of those, Bob, same, were super weird. It was really weird. It was a delusional dream
I'm
world.
Sure maybe before she has a fucking brunch with her co-star in heaven, she says hi to grandma or something.
Yeah. Or like they were they now get to be together. It was weird.
Stop ruining the fantasy.
All right,
Yeah.
fine. Stop living in reality.
It's creepy, isn't it?
It is.
It's creepy when people think that and they're like, oh yeah, no, she didn't have any friends, I heard. Over the years, like not one. Matter of fact, I believe she was the one who held out in contract negotiations and then was the first off of that show, if I'm correct. I think they eventually had to replace her with Tiffany Amber Thiessen, right?
I don't know if it was replaced, but she was off, and then
Yeah, she wanted more money.
They needed a brunette.
And they got one.
That's how they used to do stuff, which was great.
Yeah.
They get the blonde for you, the brunette for you,
Remember how fun that was when they killed somebody off a TV show and they would just replace them overnight and then act like nothing happened?
That was always fun, yeah.
That was a good time. We don't do that anymore.
I know.
Now, if somebody's a nightmare, they kill them off in a car crash. Mm-hmm. And it's known. It's known in Hollywood that if you get killed off in a car crash, you were a fucking asshole to work with.
Right, because like the filming that day,
Yep.
like it's so annoying. You have to sit in the like one spot forever, the blood makeup. Yeah.
It happened to a buddy of mine. God, he hated that show. And they were like, great, man, car crash, pulled out of the driveway, saying, waving to the wife right before, and then, wham.
Yeah. Or what'd they do to the Grey's Anatomy, the Heigl?
Was Heigl a car crash too?
No, they did something kind of like really awful where like.
She survived cancer.
And then
Let's see here. Fuck, I gotta look.
Hand
it
gliding?
was something where you could tell the writers were just like, fuck you, I'm going to give you like the most like
Just type
like
in
no
how does she die?
makeup, like you're going to
I
look
did.
awful. It's going to be just like really something like that.
Okay.
Something like that. Because the
She just-
writers really didn't like her.
She just like it says she like abruptly left the show, like the character. I'll
I
try
think
to
they
find it.
killed her off though. But it was something like she had just beat cancer. And then it may have been maybe it was a car accident.
No, she didn't die.
In Grey's Anatomy?
She gets fired from the hospital and can't save her marriage, so she leaves her heartbroken husband Alex behind to begin a new adventure elsewhere because she's not dead and the Grey's writers really could have killed her off. Her tastefulness scores high. Yeah, so she's not dead. That character was never killed.
Oh boy, she was a
But
nightmare
they
too.
did
She
make
wanted out of
her
there.
they did make her a bitch, right? Yeah. So she just like
Yeah.
leaves her heartbroken husband and like quits the job and is just like peace. Yeah. Okay.
Leaves everything good she
Yeah,
has
yeah, yeah.
behind to go find a new adventure.
People were asking
Great.
me in the chat who my buddy was. The show is called Close to Home, and you can look it up yourselves on that one. So funny though. God, he pulls out of the driveway and just gets smoked. Just gets absolutely fucking obliterated in that show.
They just have you like spinning for a long time, like
No, but who? Because I remember we watched it because he goes, "Yeah, man, fuck, killed me off." I was like, "Oh, well, I'm tuning in now."
Yeah.
I'd never seen that. I saw the pilot, never watched it again. I was like, "I'm gonna fucking tune in now." He's pulling out of the driveway and then he gets hit by a Mack truck in a residential neighborhood. We were like, "That would never be a thing."
like speeding down the 35 mile an hour. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, "Oh, that would never happen in real life."
Gosh,
Like,
everyone would get hit if that happened.
yeah, we would all be dead.
We'd all be dead if you were backing out of your driveway and there was a possibility that a semi truck was going 100 miles an hour. Yeah.
Oh man, it's so fun though. We used to
Isn't
do that.
it?
Remember the Hogan Family? That show with your boy Jason Bateman.
Oh, Hogan's Heroes.
No, Hogan. It was called the Hogan Family. And
Really?
Hogan's Heroes was an old
Oh, sorry. No,
war show.
was it the Hogan family?
Yeah, they actually changed the name of the show too because she had like a producer credit and gosh, and they replaced her with another mom and she was missing an eye. She had a glass eye. There was a whole set of drama behind all of it, and it was great. And they just popped her right in, and truthfully, I didn't mind. I was like, all right, okay, this is like, I'm fine with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But they used to do fun stuff like that back in the day, and not anymore. With Shelley Duvall, though, I want to say it was Alzheimer's or something. She was battling with something for a very long time.
I think we did a story a while ago that she was found in the streets being crazy or something. And
disoriented or something like that.
But I think they got her help after that, but then it was just a matter of time.
But The Shining is one of those, top 10 movies of all time where you're like, as soon as you say it and you know who it is, all you picture is her face next to the door, and you're just like,
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then Popeye as a kid was rad. She was olive oil. Nobody saw it. It didn't do well.
That was back when we picked the exact person
Yep.
that looked exactly like. I mean, if she wasn't born
To play olive
to
oil.
be olive oil, right?
She was
I loved
great.
That.
She was great, and I love the movie. I didn't know much, about Hollywood, all that other stuff, but I guess it made like $4 in the box office.
Of course.
It ruined Robin Williams' career or something,
I
for a
mean,
while, and then he came back to it. Yeah, pop her up from as olive oil. Yeah,
By the way,
there you go.
he was great.
He was awesome. I fucking love that movie.
The casting was. This is almost like a movie out of time. This is like something that would be made now, and
Yes.
everyone would be like, "Dude, who asked for a fucking pop?"
Yeah. Yeah, I think no one was asking was the problem, right? Yeah. Even at the time.
Nobody wanted that.
I think I remember I was like, oh, okay. I didn't ever really love Popeye the cartoon, so okay.
Jonathan, you're correct in the chat, by the way. That's all I'll say. Yeah, and then Jacoby Jones, I didn't hear the story on that, Bob. I just saw that he passed. What was the cause of death on that? Do we know?
I will see. I don't know. It just says dies at 40. I'll try to find the actual.
Richard Simmons, we're not going to get any, while you're looking for that, Bob, we're not going to get any details really because,
The maid owns him, right?
yeah, she was the one that called.
Was she really?
Yeah.
No way. So she was keeping him hidden, and then the rumor was she was trying to keep all his cash, possibly signed off the will to herself. We don't really know. Bizarre story.
It just says passed away peacefully at his home in New Orleans.
In New Orleans?
Yeah, that's where he lives, I guess. But I have no idea. It doesn't say.
Okay.
Strange.
Is he older?
No, young guy.
What?
40 years old.
40 years old.
He
You
was born.
can't just say passed away peacefully when they're 40.
I know.
Well,
That's weird.
I mean, look, not
You have to
hopefully,
say
but-
heart attack. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
maybe it was a heart attack, or maybe it's a cancer or something like that. Who knows?
I don't
know.
think it's cancer. I don't think he was keeping a. I mean, maybe he was. Maybe he was going Black Panther with it, but
yeah.
probably not.
Okay. Yeah, interesting. And again, because of the Trump assassination attempt, all of this kind of was just like, what? You were kind of reading it, but you were looking at all that other stuff.
It really ate up the pop culture headlines, just going to say. I listened to a couple of my daily pop podcasts to see how they handled it. And they were like, I know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
He almost got assassinated. Nuts. Anyway, moving on. So I guess we can't really, go into it, but
Well,
everyone
we
knows.
can. When is the time to make a joke? When is how long and all that other stuff? Because
I think
Jack Black and Kyle Gass got fucking killed for it last night.
Well, it depends on the joke, I guess. I think bomb on a plane is still something you can't say, right? Even as a joke.
No.
You can't say I've got a bomb, right?
No, but that's
so
in
depending
a
on
current
what
situation,
No, but I'm saying depending on what it is, there's certain things you can't ever say again.
Well,
That was said really recently.
Let's go back to the first one before the Tenacious D thing happened. My guess is it's probably Ari Shaffir
What did he say?
with Kobe Bryant.
He always does day of.
He does, but that one, he just did a massive show. It was Tucker Carlson the other day, and he goes, "Dude, the fucking heat that came down from that was endless." And he goes, "Even my own best friends were like, I can't talk to you. I love you, man, but I can't fucking talk to you right now."
Jesselnick does that too. After every major tragedy, he typically makes a joke day of.
Day of.
Okay.
So, okay, I'll rephrase what I'm saying.
Like the
Normal
Boston
people, sports,
Yep.
I say whenever you feel like you want to do it, right? You know the varying degrees of heat you're going to get.
Yeah, for normal people.
For normal people. Now,
Yeah.
what I mean is, in this instance, you can joke. There's just one joke you can't ever say again, right?
Just make it a good joke.
You can't ever say, for example, like if Tenacious D is on stage. You can't say, I hope they don't miss
For
next.
your no. So it was his birthday, and they said, "What's your wish?" And he said that I wish that he wouldn't have missed Trump.
I think it was a next time.
Yeah,
Kind of like a call
yes,
to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. And if you have it, Bob, it's trending. You can pull it up. I'm sure from the concert.
Is there video?
Yeah, there's video.
Oh.
Of it. Yeah. I watched the
That's
video. There you
a
go.
Shame. Don't miss.
Don't miss Trump next time. Thank you.
Okay, in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Looked like it worked, kind of. Going
from
viral.
that angle, sure.
Going viral.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So, I think that if we're gonna break it down to the thing you kind of can't ever say again in a joke, make all the other jokes, right?
Yeah.
Around
Suppose
this.
there was at least some context to it as well. Like he was asked to make a wish because it was his birthday.
Sure.
Which is, this is a dumbass fucking thing to say, but at least it was like it's
It's not just like going out there and like mobilizing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just stop the show for a minute to say
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I think you can make jokes about that one time it happened, but I think the idea of maybe talking about a future time doesn't feel right. Like maybe someone try again is what he's. So I'm not trying to tell anybody what comedy is.
Well, Biden gave a 6-minute speech on Sunday nights.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for taking a full 6 minutes for that. But Jesus Christ, where he said, he was calling for unity and everything else, and then this was the night after. Now, Bob, if you can pull up Jack Black's account on Instagram, he released a statement that was very similar to what that country artist released, where it's just that black post with words on it.
Yeah.
And there you go, or a white post. There you go.
Yeah, this is kind of like a new notes app.
It is. So he says, I was blindsided by what was said at the show on Sunday. I would never condone hate speech or encourage political violence in any form. After much reflection, I no longer feel it is appropriate to continue the Tenacious D tour, and all future creative plans are on hold. I'm grateful to the fans for their support and understanding. And then he turned the comments off on this.
Yes, but that's Jack Black.
Correct.
So Kyle has not yet, right?
And Jack didn't say anything.
He did not.
So he doesn't deserve any smoke.
Still trying to collect those Bowser checks, you know?
Right. Well, also the thing is that sucks too is like you can't. I mean, you know this, Ross, because you do a fucking live show every day.
Yep.
You can't control what other people say.
Nope. You sure can't.
And
Sometimes you're just stuck next to him.
Right.
I'm saying,
Yeah.
Jesse, you understand.
Yeah. So good.
That said,
So
though,
true.
Jack Black has said stuff in the past that have aligned to this. So
Is
No,
he very
he's-
political? I've
Yes,
not
but
known
he's
that.
very-
very political.
But
So
he's
he just
very
did
left.
he just hosted the fundraiser for Obama and Biden 3 weeks ago. There's a
Yes.
picture with him that's floating around social media there. So he's always done a lot for the Biden campaign and the Obamas and all that other stuff. Now, I think Jack Black has a massive career that is very, very broad. He's very beloved. I think for him personally, you got to know that you can't say it, which he didn't. His partner did, obviously, but that's going to fuck his career, so I'm sure he's super pissed.
Well, now listen.
There he is on stage hosting the Biden event.
They, just like anything else, there was a time when this would fly. And they were around for that time.
Yes.
There was a time where you could hold up Trump's head and severed head. There was a time when you could
She got canceled for that.
For sure.
She got killed like immediately.
Immediately for
yeah,
that. But I think, but there was a time where there would be more people on his side about going after Trump than not, right? There was
Yeah.
a time when it was just, especially in their industry, it was like that was the thing to say. Fuck Trump, whatever.
Yes.
And you knew that even if it was like you're not a political person, you still knew everyone in the room was going to be like on board with you, right? Mm-hmm. So I just think they didn't read the room because Jack Black is very left.
Oh, yes.
Very
he
left.
hates Trump.
And so, and I guess so is Kyle, right? Very, very left. And so you kind of, you get drunk and you think maybe everyone in this room
Yeah. Maybe
is
I'm on the right
remember
side of
those
history.
days, right?
Yeah, and it's not like. So the weird thing is, I did a movie with Kyle back in the day, but then no one talked about politics. So like, I had no idea he was a Democrat or vice versa. I just assumed everybody in Hollywood was. Mm-hmm. But at the time, we were going through a shitty president. It was Bush at that time, and fuck, everybody on the right and left was like, Bush sucks, but nobody attempted to kill him. So
You don't know what was in that shoe.
it's true.
Exactly
Sure don't.
right.
Or with that pretzel. You know, we don't know who gave
what
him
was
the
another
pretzel.
classic one? Remember the Mike Myers with, was it Kanye?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kanye did. Yeah, Mike Myers.
But Mike Myers, like his face.
And he's
George
frozen
Bush
there, and
hates
he's just
black
like,
people.
something. And he's just
boy.
like,
Can't go anywhere. And
can't
it
go
was
anywhere.
live.
You're standing next to him.
Yep.
You're associated.
To me, though, George Bush dodging that shoe is more iconic.
Then the assassination.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, it was a great
And look,
dodge.
I think
Great dodge.
this many days, yes, you can make that joke.
It depends on who you are and what you do for a living. Jack Black is a very broad comedian for kids, adults, like everyone. He has a lot to lose. Kyle Gass does not have a lot to lose.
True.
And him making that joke is making that joke with Jack Black there, and it's unavoidable for Jack, and he's fucked.
So I would say actually that Kyle does have a lot to lose because if Jack Black loses everything, then Kyle loses everything.
Oh, yeah,
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 exactly.
yeah.
So if you- If you
Yeah.
sink the money ship,
Yeah. Because without Jack Black, you don't have a tour, you don't have a band, you're not making all this money, you're not doing all the things there. And I guess the positive side for him is he's 64, 65, I think. So he was probably heading towards retirement anyways. I don't know. But I'm sure Jack is kind of pissed or has to at least say he's pissed to the public.
I think he is. Like, for whatever left he is, I think he's more politically left than actually trying to be extremist about anything. So,
Yeah, and I don't think he would have ever made that particular joke anywhere,
No.
just based on who he is. 'Cause he's fucking Kung Fu Panda and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you can get away with that. If you're, if you've always been a horrific comedian, fine, cool, man. All right, sweet. We know this is happening. If Bill Burr makes that joke last night, none of us fucking, nobody says anything probably.
that joke,
Yeah.
I don't.
Bill Burr, you think?
That's what I was
Chappelle, maybe? Like, there's probably a couple guys that could get away with
thinking.
it now.
Say, I hope they don't miss next time.
In a joking way.
No, because you have to get away with it, to your point, as Jesselnick
Yeah.
says. So it has to be funny.
It's just got to be funny.
It has
Yeah.
to be funny, and
Didn't
that's
really
not
land.
funny.
No.
Do you know what I mean? So
I think I am of the a personal opinion, like at this point in my life, where like if it's funny, it
I'm
doesn't,
with it.
doesn't matter.
Right.
Right.
But
It
if the
really
joke
doesn't.
sucks, it just sucks, and it is only, kind of exasperated
Yeah.
by it just being untimely.
Yeah, that's true. And then you get crushed for it forever.
I
but
think that was my point. I don't think anyone can say that either for a very long time
Yeah, that's
or
what-
maybe not at all.
That's what I was saying at the top of the conversation here. What's the timeline for that?
For that, never.
Remember, let's go back to 9/11. It was, he was on the show. He passed away.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe that's some.
Remember? And
That
he
what?
got canceled. He lost all of his shit. Gilbert Gottfried. We asked him on the show when he was here about it, and he goes, yeah.
He didn't get canceled for 9/11.
It was 9/11. It was the
Japanese tsunami.
tsunami joke.
Oh, which one was
Japanese
that?
or
He
was
was-
it Sri Lanka?
It was Japanese because he was like,
Yeah.
his joke was, I'm paraphrasing slightly, but it was like, wow, the Japanese are so technologically advanced they can even bring the ocean to them now.
Yeah, that's right. The tsunami.
I mean,
That's solid.
that's not awful.
Yeah.
It's a good joke. It's a good joke.
Well, you know, it's a
but it's also been
thinker.
it's been enough time. So
Well, apparently not. But yeah.
yeah. But he'd released an apology. I'm sure he'll come back after the election. But Biden's going to lose somebody else on the stump. He was doing all the events. I mean, all of them for him. So like he was hosting all this shit.
So he's lost Clooney. He's lost
everybody.
Black.
At this
Oh,
point.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, Godspeed.
Yeah. So
But crazy. It was
it's
so
an interesting
crazy.
time. And then, you know, we'll talk about inappropriate. We'll talk about it on the right as well. Amber Rose speaking at the fucking RNC last night. Why? Why is that your speaker? It's just fucking
Amber
insane
Rose?
to me.
Why
Yes.
was that not a good choice?
The Amber Rose.
She was talking about how like she changed. She flipped because she like looked into it.
And
I thought
that's-
that was a great person to have.
It's totally fine, but no, a girl who's only known for having sex with rappers, that can't be your fucking person on stage as your celebrity.
Donald Trump is known for beauty pageants, having sex with porn stars. Like
I
what?
think he was trying to get some kind of other demographic with it.
Yeah, why are we appealing
What's
to
the
like Christian nationalists? Because like you already have them in the bag. You want to get to like those voters that are in the middle.
To me, you don't start 2 days after an assassination attempt with, ladies and gentlemen, here's Amber Rose. That's not your first speaker.
Looks a bit
that's coming
unserious,
out
I suppose. Yeah.
It's not your first speaker. That's
thought
all I'm
she did-
saying.
thought
Not
she
your
He's
first
moving
speaker
on
out of the
because
gate.
he's moving on. This is showing that he's moving on. He's not thinking about it anymore, okay?
Why are
He's
we,
not associating it
we
anymore.
don't kink shame here, first off. Second off, I think it's, she's going to reach people that wouldn't normally vote for Trump, who are kind of in between right now.
I don't know anyone who's going to listen to Amber Rose and be like, yep, I'm all in.
Philadelphia's own.
Oh, God.
Boy.
Really?
the
I mean,
best.
you're really dying on this hill tonight,
Only the
huh?
best
This is the
coming
one.
out of that.
All right.
I'm just not a fucking like Christian white nationalist. Is like, oh man, this is just such a fucking.
We know, bud.
disdain.
Well, yeah,
This isn't
We
a
know,
disdain.
buddy.
Delco, you couldn't be.
We
We
know,
know
buddy.
you're liberal. You couldn't.
We
you
know,
could
buddy.
fucking
We
spell
know.
it out on
We
a
know.
chalkboard.
We
We
know.
get. We get it.
because I'm gonna vote for Trump. I'm saying like,
All right.
you should appeal to people that are undecided. You should not appeal to people you already have in your back pocket.
But does Amber Rose do that
Delco,
for you?
then we need to ask you, did she do it?
I thought she was fine.
Was she fine?
Yeah, I thought she was pretty well spoken.
I think
It
she's...
was weird to me to see it.
Are you guys dating?
She's doing OnlyFans, right? This is the one where.
No.
Yes.
She's just a
massive
model.
account.
No.
Massive OnlyFans account.
Oh, great. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
Yeah, I mean.
Does she have political
Well,
aspirations?
get
What is
Lily Allen.
happening
Lily
here?
Allen just signed up, but she's only doing feet. You know that, right?
Oh, and we just have her like do handstand up to the podium.
She's only doing feet on her OnlyFans, Lily Allen. I was also unaware that she's married to the dude from Stranger Things. David Harbour?
Oh yeah.
Didn't
That
know
was-
that either.
It was a quiet, quick ceremony. People were kind of like, ooh. I think they were only together for a little short amount of time and then got married.
Okay. Yeah, but it's odd. I probably would have gone with somebody stronger just to do it. You announced your VP pick during the day, and then, ladies and gentlemen,
Although,
Amber Rose.
to Delco's point a little bit, the VP pick is, white dude. White dudes are back. You know what I mean? White dudes are back, as you said. White,
Yeah.
white
Yeah,
dude
yeah.
summer.
It's white boy summer.
So
My parents liked it, and they're not even Republican.
it is actually kind of interesting to break it up a little bit, right? Because who would come out? White dude after what? You know what I mean?
I was
Or
thinking
like politician after politician. Like maybe have someone to kind of break it up
Here's
and be
who
like,
I thought it was probably going to be. It was like a Candace Owens or somebody like that.
yeah, but that's
You know?
more the same to Delco's point. That's more the same. Yeah, we hear her all
You
the time,
have
right?
them. They're going to vote for you no matter what.
They wanted to show Ross that they're also fun and flirty. And they're cool with it.
Would you know Amber Rose though? In real, like, if you didn't follow a pop culture show,
It is also though. It's
Yeah.
It's like the first
Really?
day.
Yeah. It's the first day.
You know what I mean? This is like
No one's
the
even
people
shown
playing
up
at
yet.
ACL at 11 a.m. on Friday.
Exactly right.
Like it's not.
She wasn't the 8 p.m. on the main stage. You know what I mean?
sure.
She was kind of like as people are trickling in and they maybe didn't even get there that day yet.
Trump's fun too. He's not stuffy. He's not.
Yeah. No,
he's not at all.
He runs casinos. He runs golf courses.
I-
He's all about hospitality.
I know his whole backstory, but still an odd one to lead with 2 days after an assassination attempt. Amber Rose. Strange.
Her dad's a veteran.
Okay.
Okay.
She talked to her father. That was the whole point. Was like, hey, I had a conversation with my father. I looked into it. I did my own research. I changed my tune on Trump. That's the whole thing. That was the message.
Yeah, I'm surprised she knows her father.
She's changed the narrative around sluts, like not slut shaming.
Sure.
That was her movement.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Oh, we did that.
There's a Me Too, and then there's her.
She did the Slutwalk.
Yes. Sluts unite. So listen, do you know what I mean?
All the stuff we love on this show.
Oh, look at
Right?
that. Yeah.
We definitely don't show pictures of this on Drinkin Bros and are like, why is this in
Right.
public?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Why is this in public? Why is this in public?
Because it's not your type. Is
No.
there one that's maybe
No, that's a
hotter?
chick, right? That's a
yeah, but I'm
chick.
just saying, like,
Yeah,
okay,
that's a chick.
because it's a slut walk, Ross.
I don't know what a slut
What do you
walk
want?
is.
What do you want
I
them
don't
to
want any
wear,
of it.
Ross?
I don't want any of it. Even the decision. Remember the women's march where they magically had a million pussy hats made overnight?
They were pink hats. You saw pussy. That was up to you.
Are you sure?
I'm just kidding.
It was a vagina, right?
Yeah, I think they
no,
were
it was
pussy hats.
a uterus.
That's it. It was a
Uterus.
uterus. It was a uterus. Yeah. Yeah, but all of it, I'm just like, yeah, Jesus Christ. If we were walking down the street with our kids and the slut walk was happening, I'd be like, holy fuck. Get off this. Just go. Get off this. Go.
Look at
Go
that
back to the
slut
strip
walk.
club.
How does she look, by the way? I didn't see it.
She
look
looked great.
good?
She looks great. Look, she's never not looked great.
Okay.
So, again,
Break it up a little bit. Not everyone looks so great on the stage, just saying.
yeah.
Break it up.
On choice.
Put
on
some
choice.
boobs out there.
And look, the Slutwalk's Republican coded. Look
Yeah,
at this.
exactly.
Oh, look at that. Is that Lincoln?
I am a slut of the people,
Yeah.
by the people, for the people.
For the
This is
people.
Abraham Slinkin right here.
Abraham Slutkin.
Abraham Slutkin. Gosh, hard with the beard, but I think she's pretty.
Can make it work.
Yeah.
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 TMZ, by the way, I was just scrolling through this. They said Thomas Matthew Crooks, the shooter, cause of death revealed. What you reckon? Fentanyl on that
Yeah.
one? Well, is that
Yeah.
even necessary to post?
It'd be funny if we did fire fentanyl tip bullets, though. Just make sure we put them down.
Oh, yeah. Double whammy. Okay.
Hey guys, we just need to let you know what that cause of death was. on that.
Right.
Can't find anything on Jacoby Jones, for Christ's sakes, but you know the guy who was, yeah. I'm assuming the Secret Service sniped him. We got that cause of death. It was a bullet in the back of the head. Okay,
Right.
That was the cause of death. TMZ. Thanks for fucking posting that. And then Kobe Bryant's dad just died too. That's a weird one to me.
And
You know?
yet there's no posts of like, they'll finally be together in heaven.
No.
No, it's Dylan and fucking,
Dylan and Brenda,
yep.
they're gonna have a picnic.
They're really going to be together.
in
yeah.
Baja tonight. Mm-hmm. And but not for Kobe Bryant's dad.
Yeah.
So it's been a weird few days here. And just when you think you're out of topics for any of these podcasts,
Right.
you just aren't. You never are you? You never
You
are.
just keep
Hangman's
rolling.
going to be a movie star this weekend. You know, Twister's coming out.
Yeah.
Tweesters.
Tweesters don't jinx it, but yeah, I mean,
I think
by
it'll do
all
well.
counts, it looks great.
On the drive home this morning, our child he saw the billboard on a highway, and he goes, "I want to go see Twisters." So I was like, I think he does.
yeah.
My favorite part of the home run derby last night that didn't involve dingers is that, and this is genius, Twisters did a promo with Mike Trout, who is a noted
Yeah.
weather nerd.
Really?
Yes, this is how you
That's
know
his thing.
This is how you know baseball was fucked until Ohtani got there. Is that the best player in the league was like, I really like clouds. What do you do?
I like to study.
So did he do a commercial, by the way?
Yeah, he did.
All right, I won't have you fucking besmirch the hobby of storm chasing.
His
I
hobby's
think
not
it's
Is that his
more-
hobby?
I think
no,
it's
it's cumulus clouds. It's to be able to it's types of clouds and weather.
Yeah,
Of which
weather.
storm chasing is a subset that he maybe dabbles in. I don't know.
That's wild.
so-
yeah, like being into weather. Delco, objectively nerdy, right?
I don't know many people who are into weather.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Unless that's your job
Right.
to do it on the side and be a baseball star. Is
I
your
kind of
main.
like being really into weather rather than just like small talk.
That's Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Where you're at the office. And
Yeah,
the
yeah.
weather today.
Yeah.
No, I want to get deep into the weeds.
You think you do, but then when someone's like, you could tell by the barometric pressure, and you're just like, fuck. All right.
I think that's what our friend's brother does, as it pertains to stock.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want a storm chase, though?
I would.
That's different. That's like the
It's so
I would.
different. That's
that's
like
all
when
I'm
the
saying.
nerds,
That's all I'm saying, Rob.
It would be fun.
listen though, it's when
It
the
would be fun to get in
nerds
the middle
already
of it.
figured out what was going to happen, they send out the storm chase. You know what I'm saying? It's not the people that are chasing that have like been watching the weather pattern.
But the odd thing of why I bring this movie up is they're doing press for it all week. They did an interview with the director last night, and one of the questions was, are you going to bring up climate change as the cause for more twisters that are happening in tornadoes in the United States? And he said no. I'm going to read you his quote here. He said no. Twister's director, he said he's not mentioning climate change because movies shouldn't preach a message. It's also Twister, the movie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a fucking fantasy movie about a storm chaser who's going out to do that. I think they're injecting little gel caps now into the Twisters, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, they did that in the first one, right?
Yeah.
to try to make them explode.
Oh, is that what they're doing? Trying to make them blow them up?
Yes, so that way they won't be able to attack villages or houses
Oh, like you break
anymore.
it up. I
Yeah.
mean, listen, if that technology was real, it would be great.
It'd be sweet.
Can you imagine, like, you're getting an interview with the director of Jurassic World, and you're like, now, there's a scene where you're creating dinosaur embryos in a lab. Will you have anything to say about IVF bans?
Yeah. Yeah.
During that scene?
Yeah.
But that's where we are. I mean, this is the Hollywood Reporter, so it's not like it's some.
No,
you know,
it's changing. It's changing a little bit. The tide is breaking. Where I think more people would look at that and be like, ugh, roll their eyes.
Yeah.
Than be like, yeah.
No, yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Right.
Fuck yeah, let's do that.
Right.
Let's fucking do that, bro.
I think, but look, what do I know?
In that last Jurassic Park, they said was going to be the last one, and I told you it was not going to be the last one. They're doing another one.
Of course.
ScarJo's going to do it. Apparently, she's always wanted to do
I'm in.
Jurassic Park,
All he had to hear was.
ScarJo, and
I think she would
dinosaurs.
be great, like kind of a replacing a new Laura Dern type.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they
With who?
They were talking about the love interest in that. Don't know who that is.
Okay.
But Laura Dern said she felt like it was inappropriate in the first one for her to be in love with that guy or married to the guy in the first one. What was the age gap? To me, Laura Dern has always looked like she's 50.
It was neither of those things. It wasn't like a love interest or anything like that. It was his student. There was no romantic storyline at all.
Yes, there
Interesting.
was.
There was not.
I could have swore there were like former lovers.
No,
This
I
is a
thought they were,
Mandela
like,
effect for me.
together.
I did too, but
And then I think in real life, she was with Jeff Goldblum at the time.
really,
I think so.
all right. Jeff Goldblum used to pull back in the day.
Still does.
He still
Yeah,
could.
probably. You're right.
He still could.
He's a fucking silver fox.
Yeah.
I think Goldblum is sexier now to women than he was back in the day.
Bob, I need you to find this
Probably.
out.
I'd say
I'm
yes.
not going to be able to go on
Yeah.
your, factual memory. Sometimes we get facts from you sometimes and we take
Bob will
it
go
as,
real hard with the facts, then you're like, wait a minute.
wait.
Let me look that up. Was
And we'll
was
just
Laura
take
Dern
it-
with the guy in the movie? I don't remember it.
Yeah, Laura Dern, the black chick in Jurassic Park.
Nope. No, not her. Not her.
The daughter. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No. It was the lead. She's in the truck.
She's the one that
She's in
her
the-
head
in the
needs to
Jeep,
get
yeah.
turned to.
And then they come down and, attack. This is my dinosaur.
Oh, I thought you did more of like a raptor. No.
Kind of mixed on it.
Okay.
Don't really remember the movie that
You're
well, which
more
is
of-
why I'm asking the questions here. This is a Mandela effect right here. I thought they were romantically together in the movie. Are they not?
I think it was like not really.
I don't want to hear I think. You
Yeah.
need to fucking
Yes,
find out.
Bob.
Were
Because
they together?
it's 3
Were
against
they
1.
a couple?
It's 3 against 1 right now. There were some
And then
subtle
also-
things that they were previously together, right?
Yes, like they showed up as a couple. That's what I always thought.
William Collin in the chat is saying there was a scene when Goldblum asked about whether Laura Dern was single. They did talk about having kids, but I don't think it was implied that they ever wanted kids together. Man.
Maybe they were banging. All right. I'll walk it back.
No. Dr. Grant, according to AP, what? With a question mark. Great username and handle there. In the first one, Dr. Grant was the love interest of Ellie, who is Laura Dern.
All right.
Right?
Look at that.
Love interest. Like, we never saw them, like,
Kiss,
or there wasn't any direct thing. I guess it was just our minds were like...
They absolutely did not kiss. And I took the Jeff Goldblum question as him just, like, kind of cock-blocking Jeff Goldblum to get her to not bother her.
Yeah.
I thought she almost got raped by a dinosaur, too. That's the only kind of sexual thing I remember from that movie.
No, I think she
could be wrong
laid
on that.
a dinosaur egg.
Oh, is that
that's
it?
How...
She birthed it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's.
But again, I don't really remember it. Except for
what's
song.
the age gap between the two
like
of them?
20 years.
Okay. Because she's always looked like 52.
By the way,
she
it
looks
did
great. I'm just saying she's always looked 52.
Yeah, the only sexual thing that happened in that movie was Newman getting blasted in the face.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
Wow.
Other than that,
my entire
maybe there
childhood was a lie.
Yeah, like
Sure
maybe
was.
there was more in the script, and I'm almost positive they are not love interests in the book, which I read a long time.
Oh,
His
shut
ex-girlfriend.
the fuck up.
Bob, nobody read
The
that book.
book?
Nobody read the Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park book?
The book.
In the book Jurassic Park, also Dr. Hammond is killed by
Oh
a
my
pack of
God. I can assure you it wasn't like that in the book.
I had no idea there was a book. None.
Well, I mean...
None.
Michael Crichton?
Oh, shit, you're right. God damn. Yeah, Michael Crichton. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, with Michael Crichton, though, I always just wait for the movie to come out.
Michael Crichton writes the
True.
books to get the movie
Yeah,
made.
yeah. So I'm just like, I'll just wait for the movie. It's going to be awesome.
God, that's weird that it's him, man. So his wife, because he's dead, found a book that he had completed 16 years ago, and I guess they're going to release it. Pull it up right now. To me, it sounds like AI, where they're like, oh, yeah, I magically found this Michael Crichton book. Maybe I could get one more.
Hold on. One thing I wanted to show, my favorite thing Jurassic Park ever did was edit out Bryce Dallas Howard's ass for the poster.
No way. Why? The one on the right's better.
Yeah.
Why would they do that? Why would they cut that out of there?
They want a flat butt.
Boo.
Yeah, but this
Well,
was
'cause they-
mid-thickness. This was the era of thickness. Why would you get rid of her ass? and
I don't
tits?
know,
Yeah.
man.
Well, they wanted...
I'm leaning one on the left,
That's
to be
her
honest.
only assets.
We know,
We
Bob.
know, Rob.
Like, I was just going to say, I think they were trying to appeal to their audience that even read the book. So they were like, I don't know if the Bobs of the world are going to like this thick.
Yeah, pull up the Michael Crichton thing, by the way. This seems like in AI. Go to news and at the top there and see if they found a new book. Yeah.
New novel 16 years after
Oh,
his
the
death.
widow. Yeah, the widow found it. Okay.
So it's called Eruption, so it sounds erotic. We shall see.
Natural
Sex of the
disaster movie?
volcano. Yeah. Makes sense. Wow.
It's a Michael Crichton. It's out. It was released in early June. Became an instant bestseller. Already being turned into a movie. That man's got the magic touch.
Gosh.
It looks
Does
like novelist James Patterson kind of like did a run through of it just to like tighten it
Well,
up.
his people did. He's
Yeah.
got about 12 on staff. He's got a kid that does the shit too.
Ugh.
I don't know that he writes anymore.
So it's a volcano destroys Hawaii, and
Oh.
and it's connected to a terrifying government secret.
Yes. All in already. Who are we putting in that? Ice Cube, Channing Tatum,
Maui was just
Chalamet.
guerrilla
Probably
marketing.
Chalamet. Chalamet is
Jack Black was
Chalamet.
going to be in it. Not anymore, obviously.
Yeah.
Chalamet, no.
Martin Short.
Here's what I want.
Yeah, so
Well,
Martin
no, that
Short-
one, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is
My-
it a buddy?
yeah.
Is it a two-hander?
Let's just bring it back around.
'Kay.
Chalamet is a hot up-and-coming volcano scientist, a volcanologist, if you will. Of
course.
And Laura Dern is just riding his dick into the dirt.
I'm in.
Boy, she reverses it. They say, hey, Laura, we took your notes from the first Jurassic Park. And now we're going to let you fuck a 20-year-old.
Even Stevens.
Yeah. You good? You good, Dern? You good?
Yeah.
Right as the lava's coming down, he's just like, one more time.
No, it would be the lava coming.
Oh, out. Yo, you want to see it going out.
No,
I want to see it going down so that way that they're going to get frozen in that Pompeii
I thought we were
pose where the guy was jacking off.
I thought we were just doing cuts back to Volcano and then
No.
their sex scene and
I
like
wanna-
an
I want-
eruption.
I want to see them save the world, but they can't get off the volcano. And so they're like, well,
Until
the lava's coming. Let's just have sex until it kills us. And
They
then we'll be
can't-
cemented together for life.
They can't get off the volcano until they get off.
Exactly.
Is the tagline.
Yeah, until they get off. What a great movie poster. You see the lava coming down. It's the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, bringing this kind
She's
of
on
full
top.
circle,
Okay.
co-writer of the original Twister.
Shut the fuck up. Michael Crichton was? Yeah. What a weird day, man. Is any of this real? Is this a fucking...
Is it a
It
weird
feels like
day?
a sim world, doesn't it?
Is it a weird day?
Yes. Richard Simmons is dead. Dick Simmons is no longer with us.
I need to know what.
Crichton's everywhere. Shit, dude.
Crichton's everywhere.
That's nuts, man. Who is the widow? She looks young.
He's got his fingerprints on everything.
Sure does.
Sherry Crichton.
Has fingerprints on Sherry from a young age. You know?
I think that's just money right there.
You think so?
I think she's older.
Well, when did he die? Because then we'll know that answer.
So she'll get all the money.
She definitely did.
I didn't know
She got that last name, bro.
Good skincare routine goes a long way.
Looking pretty good back in the day.
Yeah.
I mean,
Look at them.
come on now.
All
How old
right.
is she?
I think early 60s.
Shit.
Yeah. Age approach.
Money just, look at that. She looks better now than she did 30, 40 years ago. God, money does that shit, doesn't it?
What happened to Crichton?
Yeah, how did he die? Was it a mystery? Was it a murder mystery?
No.
Did his own creation come to life and kill
I mean,
him?
It's probably something lame like cancer, but I will check.
Bob.
Gosh, Bob.
Yeah, illness
As
and death.
opposed to something cool.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
like a motorcycle accident.
Yeah.
Decapitated.
It is true, though. Not true, but gosh,
Yeah.
a good death story. You know what I mean? Can
Yeah.
really
Yes,
erase all.
that's true.
He had lymphoma, and he was doing chemo, and they thought he was going to be all right, and he died in 2008, so a while back.
Yeah, 16 years. 16 years. Wow. That's not a good one. You're right, Bob. That's not a sexy one. I wanted something fun.
Yeah.
Samurai sword.
Now, Sherry Crichton was his 5th wife.
Oh, okay.
Good for him.
Sorry.
This dude rules.
It's Crichton, dude.
Yeah,
it's Crichton, dude.
Fucking classic Crichton right there.
Dude, that guy used to
Had that Cinco wife.
party.
Yeah,
After
sure
4,
did.
though, you're going to really marry the 5th?
Exactly right.
Yeah, that's always been odd
Exactly
to
right.
me. Whenever somebody's got that many marriages, you're like, man, was it necessary at that point?
Unless there's like a kid involved in this last one, there's no.
Or you're trying to bury finances through trust, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
So
I don't know if Crichton was in some
Crichton,
shady dealings or.
not that, but Crichton lasted forever. So like his residuals and all that shit, not only just for books, but for movies, have got to be endless for that guy.
Oh, I can do you one better than movies.
What's that?
He did one thing and one thing alone that would make him super wealthy.
Okay.
Without anything else, thinking about anything else. He created ER.
Oh, fuck. Are you kidding? God damn. I mean, that went 20-something seasons. I mean, it was like a Grey's Anatomy type sitch where it just fucking kept going.
Everything leads back to Crichton.
Sure does, doesn't it? He was the first one to do like a hardcore medical drama, right?
No, they've been doing those for a long time.
They've been doing the cop ones, but a good medical one?
He was the first like good modern one, probably. But they did other ones.
6
in the
Degrees of Crichton.
MASH.
I think of war when I think of MASH. And then potatoes, obviously. But yeah. When I think of a good hospital, like a medical drama, I go back to ER. That was the first one for me.
Sure.
And I was like, all right, cool, man. Clooney. They even jacked all that shit for Grey's Anatomy. Yeah, let's get somebody with gray hair and have the fun, flirty fucking, what was it, Mr. Juicy?
Mr.
Mr. Sneezy? McLovin? No, that's not it. McSneezy? McHotness?
It was like McSexy or Miss Mc...
Yeah, what was it, though?
McDreamy.
McDreamy, that's it.
You know
it.
what?
Listener
Thank
off
the
camera.
Lord for the
Yeah,
listener
yeah,
sometimes
yeah,
because
Thank you.
we were not going to get there.
No.
I was not going to get there, bud.
I'd have been fine with McSneezy, and I would have rested
You know why
my
I wasn't
laurels
going
on
to get there?
that.
Because you kept saying McSneezy. And it was like I couldn't go McSleepy.
McSneezy.
McDopey,
Yeah, McSneezy. Whew. Stopped into a McDonald's this morning, and for the child on the way back, and they're doing the $5 menu now. You know, they're dropping prices and saying, "Hey, this is for everybody." New item I'd never seen before:
What?
bagel, egg, cheese, bacon sandwich out of McDonald's. Never seen a bagel there. So congrats to those
Yeah,
guys.
good for them. How was it?
My God, didn't try it.
Okay.
Didn't trust it.
Sure.
Didn't trust it out of them for
He has
some
the beta
reason.
phase.
I'll wait for somebody else to give me the go ahead on that. But I was shocked to see it. They were really pushing it out there in those streets. And I was like, all right, way to go, McDonald's.
Pushing it in those streets.
Stepping up their game over there. Record profits out of that company. And they're like, you know what? Let's give you something new. Kind of throw people off the trail.
I don't know.
Saw that bagel on the board, and I was like, fuck me.
I don't know. They're advertising on podcasts, so.
McDonald's is?
Yes.
Why are they not here? No one could do a fucking ad read better than me.
Just saying.
For McDonald's?
They're doing pre-recorded.
Oh, well,
So
they're
they're
just popping them
doing-
in?
But a big like pre-roll sitch. I mean, it's a little insider. So
Really?
Anyway. But yeah, McDonald's.
Fuck, dude. Let's go. Man, hopefully they do this show. I'd
That would
stuff
be great.
rub a Big Mac all over my ding dong right now if I could, man. Never gotten sick of it. All these years, even when the child stopped, I was like, yes, of course you want to go there. Let's do it.
Yeah, I know we've done this
McDonald's.
before, but it's
We
my
have,
number one. It's
but-
my number one.
Yeah, that's what he said.
number one.
He goes, hey, Dad, is there a better restaurant this morning? And I go, in the world? No. Probably not. So good for them out there.
Yeah.
But, man, I didn't know they were doing podcasts and whatnot.
A little bit of breaking news.
What do we got?
Kyle Gass dropped by talent agency.
Which one? Do you know?
Green.
Greenwald?
It was something.
Not surprising there. If it's the same as Jack Black's, then that's the sacrifice, you know?
It's Michael Green, who was Gass's rep, confirmed Green Talent is, I guess, the talent agency. So he's with a boutique agency. Maybe.
Yeah, not a big one. Not a big one.
But I think he's probably been with them.
Probably for a while.
What do you reckon? Like forever?
Yeah. Probably for a while on that one, but we knew that was coming, right? You gotta kind of distance yourself now from this. Get out of there, pop on out of there.
Right.
Like a little A, a little B. Like A, yeah, like fuck you for saying that. But like B, like thought we hated cancel culture.
I know.
You know,
Fair.
Like to
It's
me,
fair.
it's a fucking dick move by the manager or whoever that guy is.
Yeah, like if we don't want to get backlash for stuff we're saying,
Exactly.
then we
Hey, dude,
kind of can't.
ride it out. Give it a while.
it was-
if the hate's still there in like 6 months, cool. Revisit it, I guess. But like right away to do it immediately, you're just like, all right, man.
I was saying it's surprising, but I don't think being dropped from anything, even stopping the tour, is just like, come on, man. Like, apologize and like keep it moving.
Yeah.
Keep it moving.
But they're even doing it for TV shows though. They pulled Morning Joe off the air yesterday, and they said no, we can't risk it. We can't risk what you're going to say today. So fuck off. We're pulling the show.
Yeah, but that's fucked up too. As
No.
much as we don't like them,
I
why
agree.
can't they say what they need to say?
And they came out today on air and said we're shocked. We were told that we were going on, and that
That's fucked up.
Geese Infection was on there. Willie Geist was on the show, and he said the same thing. He goes, we were all waiting to go on, and we didn't really know. And they said, oh, no, we're going to pop in something else that's going to be more global. And And it turned out they were just worried what those two were going to say about it. And that's their show. If they were going to say it, they're going to say it anyways and let them go at that point. But what's a one-day benching going to do for that either way, you know? So they were worried about it yesterday. So I think they pulled 3 shows off the air. And I forget, I want to say Mata was the other one they pulled too. So yeah, they were worried about it. Bizarre.
Don't agree with that.
Me neither. Let them go, and then whatever happens, happens. If they're going to say it, they're going to fucking say it at the end of the day. So, yeah.
To Bob's point, like, put out an apology. Sorry. I think it more may be that him and Jack Black are now riffing, right? Because of it. Don't
Probably.
You think that they can't continue the tour? Otherwise, it'd be like, put out some apologies and roll out. I think they're even European tour. You're good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think they're like in crazy parts of Europe right now for the tour.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
But yeah, that's quick. Like, let's see what it's like. Let's see what the backlash is like for a little bit. Because I don't believe in cancel culture. It's like, all right, cool. But I think, did Ari Shaffir get dropped from all of his shit for the Kobe thing?
I don't think he had any shit.
Probably not, right?
He was like a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
And he was on his way. He had some specials
Also,
and stuff.
Like, Kobe's not a sacred, like,
That's what I mean.
There's nothing wrong, like, bad about it's I can understand like a school shooting or the fucking president getting shot, but like Kobe,
Again, Jeselnik made a joke the day of the Boston bombings.
yeah, it's
What was his joke? Do you remember?
It was like, today the Boston bombings taught us that there are some lines that should not be crossed.
See?
If
If
it's
you get
funny,
away with it.
If it's funny.
that's too clever to hate. It's too clever to hate.
It really is. I'd never heard that joke before until you just said it, and even my first reaction was, God damn, that's a great joke. God damn, that's a great joke. Maybe it was because it was just a shitty joke, you know?
Yeah, it wasn't a yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't a joke.
Either way. We're back here out in these streets. How crazy is it going to get? Who knows? Who knows, Japes?
Who knows?
Who knows this week? But we're here for you on a day in and day out basis.
Yes.
A lot of you guys who are Drinkin' Bros listeners, we intentionally didn't label that emergency show on Sunday night fake news because it was real news. And that was our decision to do it. So that way we knew people from the outside were going to listen in and want to hear what Rob and Tim and those guys said. So, yeah, we just didn't name it that. That's all. Back to your regularly scheduled. We're on, what, 16 minutes here? Yeah, 16 minutes on Drinkin' Bros Podcast. Patreon should be a wild one if he shows up. I don't know if you heard this story. It just came out recently that allegedly, talk about cancel culture, Jesus Christ, this is why this was on Patreon today. Jerry Sandusky might have been innocent.
No.
What is?
Not might have been innocent.
You think
What?
he is?
No.
No. Let's hear the real story. What
He's
is it?
definitely not innocent.
What is
Okay.
it?
That's what I think. But his lawyer is coming on the show. He's reached out to do it. So he'll be on Drinkin' Bros at the top of the hour over there.
Essentially going to
on
make the
Patreon.
argument that they just handled the case wrong and just totally fumbled
Good
it.
arguments. I've been saying for years, the government has far too ambiguous of a definition of what constitutes an erection when you're showering with children. This is a dangerous time in our country to shower with children.
Yeah.
And
No, it wasn't that. So
And you know what I say? Approve it.
yeah.
no, there is some funky shit in that case though, like recovered memories, like
So-
where it's like, dude,
Oh shit! Now that's a dangerous territory.
yeah,
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
fake. That's fake. It's not real. There
Yeah,
are no.
because
So
it's
there was
planting
that,
things in
and
your
they
head
also
under
said
hypnosis.
that he had some extreme erectile dysfunction
He couldn't have fucked him.
for his whole life.
Dick don't work.
I know, but they weren't
That-
saying that he fucked
Yes,
him,
they
right?
were.
They were
Yes,
saying they
yes,
were
were.
touching
Yes.
him.
No,
Yes.
they were saying that he was full penny.
And that's why
With
we're even
what, though?
gonna have. Well, Jesse. Now Jesse's canceled today. You know
Why?
We've gone
Because
too
I'm
far.
trying to stick up for the possible.
Get her off the show.
The
Call her
possible
agent.
victims of this
Call
guy.
her agent and get her off the show.
Also, he might be found not guilty of certain things, but he's not getting out of jail.
I think it'll be like a Cosby thing, right? Like Cosby got out on because they didn't sign a
No.
He got
paper
out.
right.
Yeah.
But there's too many things for him to. he would have to go through like 12 different cases.
It depends on how bad the fuck up was paperwork-wise.
We'll get to the bottom of it here at the top of it. So go to Patreon for that one because we agreed to hear it. I just, we'll see what those facts are. I'm curious what his lawyer is going to say for this. It was a big story about a week ago, and then obviously with what happened with Trump and all that stuff, everything else has been buried. But
the boys are back, right?
Yeah.
Here he comes.
Oh God, Sandusky's getting out.
Print the shirts.
We are.
Oh my God.
We are. And they've got him coming
is
out.
gonna be a jailbreak. Yeah.
He's making
Love it.
T-shirts, where he's just fighting. Fight, but he's got comments that have blood on his face. Yeah.
Joe Pa knew?
I'm just saying.
I don't know.
This.
That is another question I want to ask. It's like, you buried Paterno.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
If Trump wants to win Pennsylvania, he pardons the man who led that defense to a national championship.
And cut to black. They'll go and just cut to black.
Yeah.
Right on Bob saying that.
It's the Sopranos moment.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's it. Tomorrow's show. Bob's no longer here.
Yeah, Bob's
we called Bob's
dropped
agent.
by his agent.
And Bob's no longer with us.
Dan shot him.
Yeah. He's alive. He just won't ever work again in his life. Yeah. Life ruined. All right. Anyways, we'll have some crime corners and some nature nooks for you on Patreon. Thursday, we'll double up.
And then who do you got on Crime Corner tomorrow night?
Oh, that's coming out.
Yes.
We have a Papini.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, a little sherry. We have to
one.
do a heavy,
Yeah, that's a big one.
a heavy hitter sometimes.
Yeah, it's a big one. I'm looking forward to that.
Gosh, I love that gal so much.
I know. Download Crime Corner on Apple and Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. And then obviously rate and review this one. That's really all the fucking advertisers care about is those goddamn reviews. So we appreciate them for real. I know RPR, this show's over a couple grand. Get it up to 10 grand. Drinkin' Bros is getting up to like 8,400, so we're close. I said at 10,000 reviews on all these shows, I'll shut the fuck up and I'll never say it again. So just do it for Christ's sakes. All right. We love you. Join us at the top of the hour for Drinkin' Bros podcast over on Patreon. For Jessie Wiseman, a.k.a. The Jables, I'm Ross Patterson. This is The Revolucion. Buenos tardes, everyone.
Good afternoon.